Hello, grade 9C. Today's session, October 20. We took how to rationalize a denominator of a fraction. Rationalizing the denominator of a fraction is to eliminate the radical sign from the denominator. That's convert this fraction or the denominator of this fraction into a rational number that's without a radical sign. First, if we have 2 over radical 3, the denominator here is radical 3. How can we eliminate radical 3? We multiply it by itself, radical 3. If we multiply down by radical 3, we have to multiply up by radical 3. So the answer will be 2 times radical 3 up is 2 radical 3. Down radical 3 times radical 3 is 3. And hence we find or write this fraction in its rationalized form. Second example, we have 3 radical 5 over 5 radical 6. We multiply. Also, we have to eliminate this radical 6. How to eliminate it? We multiply it by radical 6. If we multiply it down by radical 6, we have to multiply up by radical 6. Now, up we have 3 radical 5 times radical 6. We multiply the outer numbers, 3 and the 1 here, we get 3. Radical 5 and radical 6, we get radical 30. Down there we have 5 times radical 6 times radical 6 is 6. Simplify 3 and 6, we'll get the final answer, radical 30 over 10. Now, the next example, 2 radical 5 over 3 radical 10. We multiply by radical 10 as we said before. Up we have 2 times radical 50. Down we have 3 times 10. Radical 50 is 5 radical 2 here. Now, the numerator is 10 radical 2, the denominator is 30. Simplify by 10 up and down. We'll get radical 2 over 3. Now let's have some advanced problems. Now if we have the denominator contains 2 terms with plus or minus between them. If we have radical 3 plus radical 2, it's in the form of a plus b. To eliminate the radicals, we have to multiply it by its conjugate. That's radical 3 minus radical 2. If we have plus here, we multiply by the minus. If we have, I will see in the second example, minus, we multiply by plus. Now let's go back to the first example. In the numerator, we have 1 times radical 3 and radical 2 is radical 3 minus radical 2. Down there we have, it's in the form of a plus b into a minus b. As we said in the previous session, it's remarkable identity, so it will be a squared minus b squared, with a is radical 3, b is radical 2. Some calculation will get the final answer, that's radical 3 minus radical 2 all over 1, that's radical 3 minus radical 2. Now, the second example, we have in the denominator radical 5 minus radical 3. Between these radicals we have minus, so we have to multiply by the conjugate by radical 5 plus radical 3. So if we have in the initial one plus, we multiply by its conjugate, that's minus. If we have minus, we multiply by its conjugate, that's plus. Now up there we have radical 10 plus radical 6. Down radical 5 squared minus radical 3 squared. That's equal radical 10 plus radical 6 all over 2. 5 minus 3 is 2 here. Now exercise 42, rationalizing some numbers. The first one, as the first problems, 1 over radical 13, we multiply by radical 13 up and down. We get radical 13 over 13 and it's done. The second one, 2 over radical 5 plus 2, sorry. We have plus, we have to multiply it by its conjugate, the minus. Multiplying up, 2 times radical 5 is 2 radical 5, 2 times 2 is 4. Down there, a plus b into a minus b. Here we have a plus b, a minus b. The answer is a squared minus b squared. Radical 5 minus 2 squared. It's 5 minus 4, that's 1. So the final answer will be radical 5, 2 radical 5 minus 4. Part C, all in the same manner. We have here a minus b, so we have minus between the radicals of the terms. We multiply up and down by 5 plus radical 2. Simple calculation, we'll get 5 radical 2 plus 2 over 23. Now the last one, 3 radical 7 over 2 plus radical 7. We have to multiply. Here we have plus. We have to multiply by minus. Right. Some calculation. Use calculator. 3 radical 7 times 2 is 6 radical 7. 3 radical 7 times radical 7 is 21. Down there we have a plus b. A plus b to a minus b. We'll get a squared minus b squared. A squared, that's 4. B squared is 7. 4 minus 7 is 3. Now we have to simplify it. Simplifying, here we have 3 terms. 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms, or third term here. If you have to simplify, you have to divide these 3 terms by the same number. Else we can see that 6, 21 and 3 all divisible by 3. So divide by 3 these 3 terms. 6 will be 2, 21 will be 7, 3 will be 1. The final answer will be 2 radical 7 minus 7 over minus 1. And multiply up and down by minus to get rid of this minus 1. The final answer will be minus 2 radical 7 plus 7. Thank you guys. Hope see you soon. Bye bye.